Hi everyone, welcome to Craft Daily. I'm Nikki LaFoyle, and with me is the incomparable Pam Damour, also known as the Decorating Diva, which is your home dec supply business. You carry zippers and just all sorts of stuff for all of your...
For sewing for the home.
Sewing for the home. Including all of this...
Yes, in addition, supplies for your Zentangle needs, yes.
Zentangle, which is what we're talking about today. Zentangle for the home. And I have never heard of Zentangle before,
I know,
so I'm very excited to learn. Yes. So let's jump into it.
Okay, well, Zentangle is a trademarked registered name that was started by a couple that live in Massachusetts. Their names are Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas. And they started doing this probably about 7-8 years ago. They started doing it as therapy, mental therapy for people with Asperger's and autism, ADD, mental illness. So it started out as a mental therapy and art therapy. Okay, yeah. And then now it's a worldwide phenomenon. So it's just, and I know you said you've never heard of it, but if you go online and like go to Pinterest and you write the word Zentangle, it's the single most searched word on Pinterest right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
blowing up.
It's hot. It's hot. When I went for my teacher certification program, there were people from all over the world. There was a huge contingency from Japan. The lady next to me was from Copenhagen. There were people from Australia, all over the place. Yeah, it's really pretty exciting.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, let me talk a little bit about this. The purpose of Zentangle is it's a meditative art form, so that's why it's called Zentangle. And when you do it, it puts you in a sort of a relaxed meditative state. We call this yoga for your creative brain, and it's really good. It's sort of, you know, when you exercise, you have to stretch. This is sort of like your stretching exercise before you do creative work. Yeah. So before you start to sew, before you start to craft, a little bit of this every day is just wonderful. So what we're going to do here is I've got some samples that I'm showing you, and if you look at these, you're thinking to myself, now what do you think when you say this? This looks complicated, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, but it really is very simple. So traditionally, Zentangle is done on what we call a tile, and a tile is a 3.5-inch square. I want you to feel this paper.
Thicker.
It's thicker and it's got a real nice finish, right? You can Zentangle on anything. You can Zentangle on watercolor paper, but usually watercolor paper has more roughness to it. This has a nice, it's got texture, but it's not rough.